Hey, this is Dave. I'm going to be giving you another tour of one of Plano's neighborhoods. And I'm actually leaving the Saigling Elementary neighborhood. I've posted a tour of that neighborhood last week. And I'm going to be heading just across Parker here and entering into the Wells Elementary neighborhood. And the homes just across the street here on average are a bit larger than the homes in the Saigling neighborhood that I showed you last week. The average square footage in the Wells neighborhood is north of 3,000 square feet, and the average sales price for homes sold in the last 3 months was just shy of $400,000 at just a tad under $397,000, and there are currently 15 homes that are active. So we're going to take a tour around there in just a minute, and this gives you a little sense of, you can see there is some traffic here, or there's some cars moving by, but not exactly traffic in these larger border streets. And this one here is Parker, and again, you can get a lot of cars on these roads, and traffic doesn't stall, which is convenient. I'm actually going to hook a right here because I get a little impatient if I wait too long at a light. So we'll find another entry point here. I was on Mission Ridge, which is the one of the major roads that splits through both the Wells Elementary and the Saigling Elementary neighborhoods. There's usually one large street in the middle of these neighborhoods that has a light, and as you can see here, there's many more smaller streets which can give you entry into these neighborhoods as well. So I just hooked a left on a smaller street, and we are now in the Wells Elementary neighborhood. Wells Elementary itself, like Saigling, has a really strong reputation. It is a larger school than Saigling. Wells has just shy of 550 students, which by Plano standards is about average, sort of a middling number. The elementary schools can get as high into as the 700, in the 750 range in Plano, which is quite large. So on the left here, I think you probably were able to just pick up Wells Elementary. The teacher to student ratio is a little over 13-to-1, which is still really solid, even though the student body is, as I mentioned, a little bit larger. And then Buckhorn Park is the park that is adjacent, the municipal park adjacent to Wells. And again, a lot like we saw in Saigling, really nice, mature neighborhood. I'll hook a left here. I'll take you down Whiffletree Drive. And again, you can see a lot of mature trees. Pretty park at the center of the neighborhood. And again, a lot of pride of ownership. You don't see too many homes in these neighborhoods rented out. Mostly they are lived in by owners. And again, lots of families all throughout Plano. And on hot summer days like these, and I'm filming early July here. Hot summer days like these, it's always nice to have a pool. And the majority of the homes do have pools. Certainly you can find some homes without. And one of the great things about Plano is you've also got fantastic rec centers that all of which have pools. And a couple of them, I'm a squash player. There's some squash and racquetball at the Carpenter Center, and then more racquetball courts at Oak Point Center, and Muhlenbeck Center is beautiful and relatively new. There's a little mini lazy river in one of the pools at the Muhlenbeck Center, and then the Carpenter Center actually has just revamped their pool, and they've got a little mini lazy river as well. So there's tons of stuff to do even on hot summer days. And again, what I'm trying to do here is give you a sense of what Plano really does look like on the ground. So you go on Google Earth and you can sort of drag your arrow a little bit, but it doesn't really give you a true sense of what these neighborhoods look and feel like. And I know for folks who are out of town or out of state or even out of country, it's hard to know exactly what things look and feel like when you're really considering making a new city your home. And my wife and I did exactly that several years back. We were I'm actually from the Philadelphia area. I actually grew up right downtown Philly, and my wife's from the Bay Area. We were actually living out of the country. We were in the Dominican Republic, and we knew about the reputation of Plano schools. We knew that the cost of living was really attractive. We had gotten very comfortable with hot summers down in the DR, and Plano seemed like a place we really wanted to get to know better, and wanted to think seriously about growing roots with our two young boys down here. We didn't really have a way to get a sense of what it really looked and felt like until we actually moved down. And so I'm hopeful that these videos provide a little bit of a glimpse. Should you be interested in seeing more and learning more, or being more targeted in your search, I would be happy to answer any questions over email. You can reach me at david@dallasnorthgroup.com, and would love to actually drive you around and give you a more specified tour if you were interested in seeing particular neighborhoods. So again, this has been the Wells Elementary neighborhood that we've been driving around a little bit. Really solid central Plano neighborhood, great elementary school, and really well located as well. You got the shops at Legacy a bit west, and then you've got Waters Creek a little bit north and east. So you got a lot of commercial opportunity, commerce around you. And again, these homes are going to give you around 3,200 on average, around 3,200 square feet. But they can actually range from the low to mid 2,000s all the way up to over 4,000 square feet as well. So there's a good amount of variety in Wells Elementary in terms of what you'd be looking for with square footage. And these homes, similar to homes south of us, were built ranging anywhere from the late 1970s to really the mid 80s. All right, I hope this has been helpful. Again, my name is Dave, and hope to help to introduce you to Texas a little bit more. Take care.